Hallo mensen, welkom terug bij een nieuwe aflevering van Call of nog wat, waarvan ik de naam nog steeds niet weet. En ik ga dit keer wat luider praten, want ik weet dat niemand me kan horen. Maar even goed nog, we gaan weer verder met de storyline. En ik hou mijn mond alweer. Vraag me niet verder, maar ik ga heel weinig praten in deze series. Maar de vorige keer ben ik op een wonderbaarlijke manier is er één aflevering niet online gekomen. Het komt omdat ik een of andere probleempje had, maar dat maakt niet uit, dat laat mijn serie niet stoppen. Daarom heb ik 1 of 2 gedaan, want hij heeft een klein beetje een eerste en de tweede versie door elkaar per ongeluk gehaald, dus hey. Sorry voor dat alles, maar dat houdt me niet tegen om deze serie te stoppen. We moesten namelijk de man vinden en die neerschieten. Dat is wat toch hele bedoeling is van dit spel. Om eigenlijk gewoon iedereen neer te schieten die tegenkomt eigenlijk. Maar, dan gaan we elk moment achterkomen waar die uit. En ik ben weer stil. En jullie kunnen genieten van mijn lag. Omdat ik ook niet te fucking hard lag. Ja. Lag, laat ik daarop houden.
I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant, and hunting Plumber looked like a good way to get rich quick. As the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits, and put a generous price on his head. Plumber rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape, and that's where I thought I'd find him.
It makes me nervous standing so close to all these goddamn barrels of gunpowder.
Why would you be nervous? No one has the cojones to come after us. As long as you don't light up a cigar, we're fine.
Besides, George is up there on the rocks with that rifle of his. Nothing gets past him.
My late father pointed out to me more than once. God made men, but Samuel Colt made them equal.
I'm a beta,
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches. There were thieves and killers, robbing travelers and hijacking gold ships. Like those that ran with Plumber. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings. Charlie Crow, the blacksmith. James, who worked in the stable. Plumber had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand while stealing them blind with the other. Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam.
My god,
I thought I was some kind of hero.
My god, de schroom me kapot
I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny. But first, I had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense. It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way. Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell. A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion. You ain't beefing me. Quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense. Luckily, I was never one to be easily bushwhacked. I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come. With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting at. One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tomb.
Boom!
I freely admit that my plan of attack was not just moronic, but clearly insane. It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it. Instead, I spotted a ladder, a way into the mine from the opposite side. It was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time.
Zie je dat nou? Ik liep letterlijk maar een centimeter naar voren.
Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me.
What? Dat schattig.
Climbing down that ladder required some caution. Because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, no man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder. I was determined not to give up, however. As Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged.
Dat is zo slecht soms, hè.
Surprise!
That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob. And I had made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high water.
Ja, dat is een beetje.
But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder. I picked the more convenient and more dangerous route.
Oh, shit! Look out!
Zo. Ja, dacht ik al.
I wanted to use the element of surprise. Plus, I figured I could use the exercise. I was warmed up already, so what the hell? Plummer was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada City deserved better.
Nevada City? Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Bannock, Montana.
Right, well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there.
Poep.
The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
Boom! Well, this day is just getting worse and worse for you, ain't it?
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was going to take some doing.
God damn it! I need some help here! Come on, boys! Take this cocksucker out! Shot, son of a bitch! Run! Time for cover! Catch this, you son of a bitch! You ain't taking me!
So that's how Henry Plummer died. Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold. And now, I was officially a bounty hunter.
En dat was weer deze aflevering voor vandaag, maar nu horen we nog steeds een verhaaltje. Ik had bij de nummer 63 mensen killen, ik heb er nu minder.
So, did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene. Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself.
Episode 4.
Hell, he killed his first man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself.
Maar ik wil een kleine spoiler geven, sorry dat ik het zeg, be quick or be die. Nou, ik wil het helemaal nog niet. Maar ik wil een kleine mededeling geven, misschien een spoiler geven, dit heeft maar 19 chapters. Sorry dat ik het zeg, maar ik kan het gelijk opbouwen. Maar nu horen we alsnog nog een verhaal, denk ik.
I dodged death many a time, and that night in Abilene was no different.
Oké, maar dat was het einde van deze aflevering. Sorry dat ik nog even een paar keer schoten en een beetje eerder dat ze zo doen. Maar dit is het einde van deze aflevering en ik zie jullie zo meteen, I guess, weet. Nee, niet zo meteen. Maar ik ben zo meteen terug, denk ik. Misschien komt er rond voor 12 misschien een aflevering van de Sims, I guess. Er komt ook een extra video online. Dat zijn extra video's, zoals Sims, maar dat wordt geen serie. Maar dat moeten jullie zelf weten. Ram vast op dat duimpje omhoog. Massaal dankjewel, alsjeblieft. Vergeet ook niet te liken en te abonneren. En een reactie achterlaten hoe je deze serie vindt en althans hoe je het nu nog vindt. En ik ben nu weg. Doei doei.